So, ladies and gentlemen, or new students, or musical colleagues, better, welcome from Japan. I'm a long way away from Munich at the moment, but I just wanted to greet you from a distance because we are all going to be new residents of Munich soon. As you know, I'm sure already, Munich is one of the most incredibly musical cities in the world with its long history, but it has all kinds of music coming out everywhere. And so we will all be very, very happy to welcome you, and that we hope you have a wonderful time in your years here. Now, what a tough time this is to be going into the music profession. But I must say that we have all found that the challenges aren't all bad. You, of course, are luckier than the people who came 3 years ago, who had to battle long distance learning and being solitary. But now that the world begins to change, what's interesting is that we're all finding that what we need to do is changing. And if we were, as a music profession, I don't know, a big established church or a great ocean liner, it's a bit different now. We have to be a pirate ship. We have to be very flexible. We have to be ready for anything. And I certainly know that orchestras now, when they're looking for musicians, of course, are looking for excellent players, technical brilliance. But many other things are necessary now. And the idea that we are all going to have to communicate our art to the world is so important. There was a time when, like the film Field of Dreams, the philosophy was build it and they will come. If we play well enough, people will be there. Now, this is where the world has changed for all of us. We have to go out there and remind people how important our music is. We can't be high priests of an established church. We have to be evangelists going out and saying, come to us. I was so deeply moved during the lockdown with what the Bayerische Rundfunk Orchestra did, which was not only to start off, did every player write to about 70 or 80 subscribers, just telling them what was going on and that we missed them. Also, the orchestra formed together in multiple chamber groups and said, we should be playing now, but since we can't, if you want to have chamber music in your home or in your garden or even on one or two occasions on a large truck outside, we will do this and come and hear us. And in that time, the orchestra not only played a lot of chamber music that they otherwise would not have played, but they met their audience and forged a deeper link with the audience. And I thought that's kind of typical of the spirit of Munich, of we must do something. And so I would urge you in your years, I mean, of course, to work like hell, but also use your time to the maximum. Don't only learn how to play your instrument, learn anything else you can. Munich, for instance, is home to some of the greatest art collections in the world. I mean, it's stunning how much extraordinary art there is just to walk around in the city and find. And I would just like to suggest to you that Everything goes into music. But whatever you see, whatever you read, whatever you experience, whatever nature you are in, will go into your music, because music is about life, not the other way around. Now, I remember a few years ago in the San Francisco Conservatory, I got into terrible trouble for saying this, but these aren't my own words, they're the words of Brahms, who, when asked to give advice to music students, he said, "Can I just suggest that every day you practice 1 hour less, but read one more good book?" When I said this to the orchestra, a couple of the professors came up to me afterwards being furious. "How dare you say to students that they should be doing something else?" But guess what? I still think that Brahms was right. Everything that we can bring to music brings meaning. This is an amazing time of technical brilliance and perfection, but sometimes that can be very sterile. And this wonderful thing Niklas Harnoncourt said was, the important thing in music is not what it says, but what it means. So I would just urge you to go for meaning. Find what it's about, and so you can express more and more. And my goodness, do we need expressive, optimistic, positive musicians. So we're going to need you. I wish you so much the best for these next years. I hope to come and visit often. I hope to get to know the school and what's going on in there. And as we're all newcomers to Munich, maybe we can enjoy some time together. But meanwhile, from rainy, jet-laggy Tokyo, I send you much love and my very best wishes for your time here.